Am I live? I don't know. Hello, anyone that's watching this on playback. This is going to be a live reading of Chantal's or Foodie Beautys video live with a mystery guest that she did on New Year's Eve when she was caught with Peets in the room. I am at work, so just bear with me a sec. If the phone rings, I will have to mute myself and such. Unfortunately, I have to use the normal YouTube stream service here, so I'm going to have... you won't be able to see what I'm reading out loud, but you'll hear me read it. 1 second. All right. Okay. Here I am. So... I guess while I wait for maybe a few more people, I'll give you guys an update on my own diet. Hopefully you could hear me okay. I don't have any... If anyone's watching this and wants to type, could you hear me okay? Everything good? Everything Gucci Prada? Everything hip-hop happening over there? No one? Okay, well, I guess I'll just fill some dead air. My diet's going great. I've been keeping to it. I'm still doing the 1 million steps thing. So I've been keeping to that pretty well. I have to do 3,000 or more steps a day, and I've been doing 3,000 to 6,000 a day. So it's going really well. I naturally do like 2,000 to 3,000 anyway, so it's, it's whatever. So far so good. 1 sec again. Sorry about that. I'm at work. So that's all going good. I lost 37 pounds so far since I started keeping track, which equals to about half a pound a day. So that's really cool. But with that said, I guess let's get into the meat of this. So I'm at, again, you guys can't see it because I'm using the normal YouTube streamer. OBS is going to be too slow on this laptop I bring to work. So let's jump right into it. Her video is live with a mystery guest. I'm going to start by reading her post and then reading the replies to it. So we'll have some fun with that. And then every now and again, I'll look back to see if anyone typed in the live chat. Okay. Foodie Beauty. Hi, guys. LOL. GGGG. You are beezin'. I woke up to a whole lot of comments about me and Peets in this hotel, which is why I tried to keep it a secret. But I realized him coming in and me ending my previous stream looks ultra shady. Bibi, no. She said no, not knows. I am staying a night here with Peets. He's okay with it because from before we became exclusive, he knew Peets was an important part of my life as a friend. He is like family, and there is not longer, she wrote, not longer, any romantic love or sexual attraction between us. We were like roommates in this hotel. I didn't want to tell you because I knew the reaction it would get, and I understand to some degree. I love Bibi so much, and even though some think he can't be bothered with me, don't know that that is Bibi's demeanor. I'm reading it exactly how she wrote it. And he doesn't like being on camera. I do feel love from him because, believe me, if you have to say that, there's probably a problem. I do feel love from him because, believe me, if I didn't, I would have left long ago. I didn't ditch my friend for Peets as he was supposed to be at his mom's until after midnight, and I was supposed to be at the party. I ditched the party because I wasn't feeling physically, yes, weight-related, or mentally well. I go in and out of depressions like mood swings, and it is crazy. Happy New Year, guys. Love ya, beezers. So that's what we're dealing with here. So let's read some of the replies people wrote to that long post of hers. Elizabeth Jones says, you were crying about being alone, but you weren't alone. He didn't knock. That means he had a key. Very true. He just walked right in. You heard the door open. There was no knock. We start the new year with the lie and being ultra shady. Why ditch your other friend for Peets? Shake my head. To which Foodie Beauty replied, at Elizabeth Jones. I was alone when I was streaming until Peets came back, which was unexpected. He was supposed to be at his mom's. Be that as it may, she was trying to dupe everyone. Someone named Jenny G. Why is one bed perfectly made and the other isn't? Foodie Beauty replies, at Jenny G. Because I was laying in my bed and Peets was gone, therefore not laying in his. Eye roll. As of this morning, they are both laden. Okay. Brandy Cook says, even if you are screwing him, it's nobody's business. Which I certainly don't agree with. Hanging out. Hey, what's up? Milan just doesn't care what she does. Yeah. He also seems to not want to be beside her in public places. Also very true. He sort of walks in front and away from her. Yeah, he seems, it's almost like when you got the magnets repulsing each other. Like, he does not like to be near her. Moonlit Honey, hello. She is such a liar. Chantal lies. As spoken very frequently on Kiwi farms. They say that a lot. Chantal lies. Because Chantal lies. Okay, Rose Lee says, but why lie and say you're alone? You were sad and alone, and now you're chipper and with Peets. Are you lying to him, too? I mean, and that's what bugged me the most about the New Year's thing. She was playing it off. In her head, Peets wasn't going to come back till midnight, which means she would have had a good hour and a half of just soaking up all this pity from her viewers about how depressed and alone she is on New Year's. And Peets came and ruined it all, and the whole thing was spoiled, so she had to bring Peets into the live stream. Like, what? Such a liar. Yeah. Moonlit. I've never been on Kiwi Farms. I hear it's pretty bad for Flobby the Grouch. Yes, they going hard. Sometimes I'll skip some comments when I do the videos because I don't even feel comfortable reading them. But I try to be a nice person, but they go pretty hard on her. Let's see. Magstar replied to Foodie Beauty. I have such a problem saying that. How did that love and or attraction disappear? Okay. Oh, they're just talking. Let's see if she replied. No, she didn't. Okay, Jesse Ray 513 says exactly. He came back, meaning he'd been in the hotel with you previously. Girl, do you. Just stop lying, LOL. Do you not realize it makes everything worse? You got caught. You are not obligated to share your entire life with the internet, but when you get caught in a lie and then try to twist things, it's an insult to the intelligence of your viewers. Very true. To which Foodie Beauty replies, we arrived, checked in, he dropped his bag off in the room and went to his mom's. So if by checking in he was there, then yeah, I guess. I don't know, man. I don't know. And then Ruby Soho says, why didn't Pete stay at his mother's house? Where does he typically stay when he visits his mother? To which Chantel replies, he doesn't typically stay overnight. His mom lives in a one-bedroom apartment. Yeah, I mean, you can still go on the sofa, you know. Steph says, LOL, unless you took a hologram of him in there to check in and drop his bag off, and the real him was elsewhere, then yes, that would be the definition of him being there. To which Chantel replies, yes, he was there for a split second, but people are insinuating that I ditched my friend for plans with Peets when Peets was always part of the plans. We were splitting on a hotel room. I don't know. Look, I don't know much about Peets or if he has a job, but I feel like he doesn't have that kind of money. As someone who works at a hotel, I know that rooms with 2 beds are always more expensive. We were splitting on a hotel room out of convenience more than anything, but had different plans that evening. So yes, he dropped his bags off and then immediately split for his mom. So the idea that I ditched my friend for him is false. He came back earlier than expected. That means he would have to have also taken a cab to his mom's and back on top of that. I just don't feel like he has that kind of money. Okay, let's check my comments. Hanging out. I feel rather bad for James. I think she strings him along. It was noteworthy that she did not go into his mother's house, but waited in the car on New Year's Day, when he popped in to collect food. Yeah, I think she's stringing both of them along in general. Like, I don't know the details. As far as I'm aware, Bibi is like, I don't think he has to worry about this whole needing her for visa. James' mother probably sees through Chantal's manipulation. I think so. Yeah, at least I'd like to think so. I'm super nice to see you, Channing. A big shout out from Melbourne, Australia. Hey, Deb, how you doing? Yeah, I don't think Bibi is staying with her out of well. Okay, let me rephrase this because I'm stumbling over my own words. I think, hey, Steelers girl, I think Bibi is staying with her. In my head, I think the most likely reason why he's still there is because lease. I think that they may have a lease on the apartment or house that they're staying at, and he's stuck there. And that once the lease is up, he might be like, be done with it. Mon hasn't got a girlfriend. I would be very surprised. Yeah. I think he's just waiting on the lease, honestly. Because, I mean, what does he get out of it? What does he honestly get out of being with Chantal? All the money she makes goes straight back into food. She's videotaping all the time, and he doesn't like to be on camera. He kind of just wants to watch anime and play games. I don't see what he could possibly get out of the relationship. I mean, there's always a possibility that he's just into, big girls. Some people are attracted to that. But see, Moonlit Honey. That's probably why Bibi and Peets never got acquainted. I think she lies to Peets about Bibi and Bibi about Peets. Her whole dang world would turn upside down if they met. Probably. Oh my gosh, can you imagine? But that's another thing. Like, can you imagine? I can't imagine being in a relationship like that. Like, still hanging out with your ex, going places alone with your ex, and me never having met that ex. Like, that's got to be the most insecure relationship ever. See, Steelers girl. Well, she don't cook. Yeah, exactly. She doesn't cook for him. He's usually the one cooking. When they both eat the same meal, it's usually him. The groceries she buys, yeah, all the groceries she buys is all for her. I don't know what he's getting out of it. I definitely have news. So, well, it's perfect time for us in Australia. Yeah, I could be wrong, but didn't it just finally start to rain a lot in Australia where all the fires were going on? I just picked up on it on Reddit. I don't know what the situation is there right now, but can't imagine all those fires. All right, let's keep reading here. This is detached from the original comment thread. Okay. Debo Deer. Why do the I'm alone, so alone, and then you're busted, and we see the truth that you dumped your other friend to have a party with Peets? Now she got 3 replies. Looks like a defender. She just said she wasn't expecting him at that point. Someone else replied, wow, we get it. She just said she wasn't expecting him, with 3 exclamation marks. And then someone else said in reply, but he had a key for the room. Okay. That's what I'm saying. It's like, it was such an obvious lie. Why lie? Just be like, oof, okay. Yeah, he was staying. It was always supposed to be staying. He had a key to the room. And I was fooling y'all. I don't know. The Steelers girl. If a man loved you, he wouldn't let his woman sleep. That's what I'm saying. Is like, how... I'm trying to get into the mind of at least one of them. Okay? If I was Bibi, there'd be no way that my current woman would ever be in the same room or alone, in any case, with an ex. I don't care if they were still friends. Like, out of respect, don't do it. It shouldn't even be on the table. I don't know. And Deb, okay, so thank heavens. So you guys are getting rain. That's good. 44 millimeter. Oh, well, that's a lot. Good. I hope that helps put out the fires. Crazy. World's burning. Let's see. Back to the comments. Someone named Maria says, wow, things are real different in the West, it seems to be. If I spent New Year's Eve with my ex while my boyfriend was working, I'd be dumped and pronto. That's what I'm saying. It's the weirdest crap. Let's see. Chantal has a weeping wound, so I don't think sexual activity was on the cards. Yeah, probably true. They are pals. See, Chantal liked to have power over James. He is still attracted to her, and she loves that power. Absolutely. It's so obvious that Peetz likes her still. I mean, just the fact that he was like, recording her butt and making inappropriate comments towards your ex, who's currently in a relationship. It's obvious that he still likes her. And I think you're right. I think Chantal just likes the power dynamic, and she's just strutting him along and enjoying it. She likes having all these people under her foot, listening to her and doing whatever she wants them to do. So I think you're absolutely right. Let's see. Another comment, Loretta's Hauls and Creations. Wow, I hate to judge, but my hubby would not be cool with this at all. And he is pretty laid back. I think Bibi being cool with this situation says a lot. That's all I'm going to say. A bunch of emoticons. Happy New Year. And then someone misbehaved says, this is weird. It's absolutely weird. It's absolutely weird. See, Paige. Hello, Paige. No respect for her man and no respect for herself. Pete should be ashamed as well. Absolutely. Like, I don't know what I'm pretty comfortable with saying that Pete's probably has Asperger's to some degree, because I know some people in my family have Asperger's, and I see a lot of them in Pete's. So I feel like that Pete's probably has Asperger's, and something that people with Asperger's have is they have a hard time understanding social cues or reading people. That's one of the bigger things that they have a problem with. But regardless of that, they're not stupid. They understand that Chantal has a current boyfriend. You need to chill. Let's see, Deb. But how are you and the missus going along? Thank you for asking, Deb. Everything's going really great. Marriage was the best decision I could have made. Steelers girl? Yep. She has no respect for Bibi, period. Absolutely. Of course, she had to say she just wanted to be home with Bibi and her cats. We all know she just wanted to stay with creepy Peets. I absolutely agree. And I think that's what it was all about. She wanted to be in the hotel room when Peets got back, so it was just one of the many reasons why she bailed on her friend. Hanging out, yes, Paige. Chantal has brought James and Milan into... Am I saying that right? Milan? Is that right? Into disrepute. Her actions have made them look shady. Or shoddy, rather. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Let's go to another comment. See, Crazy Cool Gadget and Hacks says, you could see a sparkle in her eyes as she spent time with Pete up until the point where he thought she weighed more than she actually did. Then it became awkward. Yeah, wasn't that funny? Pete's coming out with the truth. Chantel's trying to say that they don't weigh, 700 together? And Pete's like, yeah, I'm pretty sure we do. And she's like, no, I'm this much weight. And he's like, I thought you said you were larger. That's another good thing. Again, people with Asperger's don't know how to read social cues very well. So Pete's is just laying out the truth for us all. Thank you, Pete. Appreciate it. Awkward. Awkward, yeah. That's okay, dude. But yeah, definitely awkward. I love that. Let's see, another one. Let's see. Axel Rosie says, yeah, right. Y'all are going to do it. If not, why do you have your hair all wild and tossed over to the side? That's come hither hair, come hither hair, and I have never seen you wear it that way before. Probably because we don't usually see you an hour leading up to you doing you know what. By the way, your skin looks great. Happy New Year. What? Well, that took a weird turn. Is that a hate comment or not a hate comment? Well, like Hanging Out said, she did have that crazy wound, so she probably wasn't boffing in the traditional sense. I mean, you could do plenty without actually boffing itself. So maybe they were, I don't know, touching or something. I don't know. Quite frankly, I don't want to think about it. I don't want to think about Chantal getting some with Peets. That's mental image I do not want. Okay. Leah Darley says, I absolutely love her, but am I the only one who thinks Bibi is actually not interested in her anymore? No, you're not the only one. I've seen multiple videos, and I'm not convinced he cares as a lover. Maybe as a friend, but nothing more. Actually, hate to say this, but I am, because I love her, and I think she knows this already. Sad face. It's so sad. Crying face. I don't know. I definitely don't think that he's that interested in her. We really don't see it. I don't know if it's like his culture, because obviously he's going to have a different culture than us. Maybe in his culture, they don't really show affection or any PDA, especially when he knows the camera's on. Maybe, but I don't know. I just don't think so. I don't think he's that interested anymore. Let's see, Moonlit Honey. It's strange that it's nearing 2 months and her wound isn't healing. Yeah, well, that tells me she's diabetic. Paige, what is it called when you aren't cheating physically but emotionally? Is it emotional cheating? Yeah, I think that's what we would call emotional cheating. As far as I'm aware, she's at the very least, emotionally cheating on Bibi. At the very least. If it's not physical, it's definitely mental. I mean, what other purpose would you have to hanging out with an ex? I just don't understand. This logic is not logic I use. See, yes, because she isn't taking care extra. Well, Chantal helps healing. Yeah. I have a feeling she's diabetic. I think she's been diabetic. Let's see. Kimmy says, anyone else think Chantal's eyes light up when she is with Peets? Looks like she is in love with him. Don't fight the feelings. Your glowing in your eyes come alive. Happy face. You look so sad when you're at home, with Bibi sitting there on the couch. Yeah, she definitely looked a lot more happier when she was around Peets. Let's see here. Hi, Jennifer. Let's see. I think Milan cares for Chantal, but does not see her as his main squeeze. Hey, yeah, I mean, that could be it too. Like, to him, Chantal might be like a side piece, or maybe he feels more like a caretaker kind of relationship, maybe. She thinks it's more, but he's like, oh, I guess gotta take care of her, being as she's not. See those girls? She said she couldn't have sex for 6 weeks or something. Give me a break. There's always a way to work around a surgery. I mean, yeah, I guess. Let's think about it. She hasn't had a good shower in months. Yeah, that's pretty nasty, too. She hasn't been showering. That's pretty disgusting. I mean, yeah, I mean, who would want that? That's a thinker. Okay, so someone replied to the Kimmies. That doesn't mean she's in love. Some people just bring the good out of you. I don't know if Peets is one of them. Some people just bring the good. Oh, I just said that. The happy, energetic glow could also come from a close friendship. I have something similar with one of my best friends. Yeah, well, Luna, that's the person who wrote this comment. Luna, I'm sure your best friend wasn't also your ex. I love her company, and I love the deep intellectual conversations that we have. My mood shifts when she comes around. Oh, because she pulls that out of me as I do her. Okay. All right. She's a little crazy. You guys. Yeah, I guess Peets would want that. I mean, he was zooming in on her butt. Oh dear. Oh dear. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, like me and my wife will just. I'm not gonna say we're obsessed with Chantal, because like my videos, they don't take that long to make, so she really doesn't make up a much of my time. But every now and again, if something happens, my wife and I will sit down and just talk about it. And this was a huge one for us because we're trying to put ourselves in the situation of like, what if I was in Chantel's position and I had an ex over in a hotel room and no, don't worry, we're not gonna do anything. Like, why would you put yourself in that situation in the first place? Or like in her case, like if she was in a hotel room with some one of her exes alone, like I would have a problem with that. Like no, like either I'm there too or it's not happening. I just how do I end up in these places? Oh boy, I don't know. Let's see. Chantal lacks a lot of awareness at times. Amen. Amen. It's such an embarrassing situation to even be in. It is a very embarrassing situation to be in. And it's even more embarrassing when you get caught and you were trying to hide it and play it out like, oh, I'm alone. Oh, guys, help me. Give me pity. Peets don't have any respect for Bibi. Absolutely true. Because Peets gets the camera and he has to always film her nasty big butt. Yeah. One man would do that, but then again, it's Peets. Yeah, it's like we say these things like, who would do that? Who would do that? But then we always go back to, well, it's Peets. like it's some kind of past. Yeah, well, I mean, it's Peets. I wonder what's going on with Chantal now. I think she's oppressed and defeated by her weight, her long ability. Yeah, I've been wondering what the heck she's been doing too. I know she posted on her story something vague. I don't know. It was just vague. And her YouTube story, that is. I don't know, man. I don't know what she hasn't posted in such a long time. I thought for sure, because her and amberlynn just didn't post for like 4 days. And then amberlynn did post. And I thought for sure that meant that Chantal was going to post because she likes to copy amberlynn. But I guess that didn't end up happening. So I don't know what's going on. I think it does have probably something to do with the depression from the hysterectomy that she ended up having. I can only imagine how that messes with someone's psyche, but I don't know. She seemed fine in her story. She was smiling and saying she was preparing or whatever. I don't know. Let's see. I think James and I think one was blah 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 page. Yes, when she ended that live stream so drastically, I almost wish I were watching it live. Yeah, I was watching it live when it happened. I was like, oh, so I immediately made a video like, who just came in? But yeah, it was peace. I do not think he would do anything physical with Chantal. Well, I hope so, hanging out. I mean, at the end of the day, obviously I don't want anyone to be cheated on, but I don't know. Maybe the farthest he's going is just being inappropriate with his comments and use of the camera. And maybe that's it. But that's still heavily inappropriate for her to be allowing happen in the first place, you know? Let's see. Why would Peetz have any respect for Bibi? He's the one who took Chantal away from him. I mean, that's also true. Yeah. Bibi did take Chantal away from Peetz. Both her, Peetz, and Bibi are in a triangle. Poor Bibi. If I did that, my hubby would be so peed off, but wouldn't do it anyway. Yeah, it's normal people wouldn't. It wouldn't even come up in their minds. The reason it's been 8 years or whatever, she's been with Bibi and he's never met Peetz. Yeah, I mean, 8 years too. Like, how? Even by like happenstance, how did they never just run into each other in 8 years? That's wild. Chantal just wants the best of both worlds, and she gets from Bibi and Peetz. You're absolutely right. She strings them along. If my husband was sharing a room with his ex, she better get comfortable because I'm sleeping over too. Yeah, she could have the floor. Yeah, make sure she's well aware that that's your property. Who thinks she's been binging? I bet she looks even bigger. I think she's been binging. I mean, with absolutely not like accountability has ever helped her not binge, but with absolutely none of it, I completely believe that she's binging. Absolutely. I think Chantal wants Milan to think she is highly desired by Peets. Oh, yeah, maybe. Maybe she's trying to get him jealous. But she found she would love Milan to be jealous. Yeah. Yeah. Man, what if that's the case? What if she's trying to get him jealous? She seems like the type who would try, right? I mean, some of the stories she tells, it doesn't seem like trying to make him jealous is that far-fetched. James is awkward and filmed her bottom, but Chantal could have deleted that. Yeah, yeah. James does not have the normal social poise to not film that. Yeah, and that's what bugs me further. Like, okay, even if Peets is being inappropriate, she has every opportunity to tell him, hey, stop that. I'm in a relationship. Like, common sense, right? But she even left it in the video. She does her own editing. Like, you're absolutely right. She left it in. I don't know. I mean, yeah, Chantal definitely likes it. It's obvious. She wants the attention of these two guys. She wants to control these two guys. She wants to string these two guys along. It's what Chantal. I mean, again, some of the stories she's told in the past, is it really that far-fetched to think that this is what she's doing? Like, no, it's not that far-fetched. I can still imagine that, though. She's so vain, it fits her personality perfectly. Absolutely. Let's read another comment here. Let's find something good. See, you look so happy and comfortable around Peets. Ignore the haters and never lose him. All they do is hide behind their keyboards and spread their hates of jealousy. He's a good friend, heart. Now, this person spelled you with the letter U, and instead of one comma or a period in her sentence, it's double commas. So obviously this is a person you should be taking advice from, Chantal. Okay. Let's see. Steeler girl. She had to force Bibi to kiss her on Thanksgiving. That's true. That's right. The look on his face isn't the look of love at all. I remember that. Yeah, that was weird. That was so awkward. That's really awkward. Yes, Paige. He looks to convey the belief that she is a highly desirable woman. Milan just won't play. I mean, it's true, too, hanging out. Because, like, how many stories does she tell of these people hitting on her? These old men hitting on her, all these partners she's had. She's trying so desperately to make herself appear to be this super desired creature. I don't think she gets always emotional support from Bibi, but more from Peets. But Peets can satisfy her sexually, and Bibi does so. She gets what she gets from each man. It's sad. Yeah, I definitely don't think Bibi emotionally supports her too well. He seems very just gone. He's checked out a while ago. Do you really think they're having any sense? Honestly, Paige, I don't think Peets and Chantal are doing the actual act of boffing. I think maybe at most touching, at the very least, he's just inappropriate in his words and his actions, and she allows it to happen because she wants to keep him around. Who knows how Peets would handle rejection a second time? How could Bibi be with her for 8 years and not make her change for her health? He doesn't have any interest in her. He's just a situation. I know, like, that's so bizarre. Like, okay, when me and my wife were together, obviously, I'm fat. She was always concerned about my health. She would question what I'm eating when I'm eating it, and I'm thankful for it because it made me look at it deeper and realize I should probably get healthier. How could someone be together for 8 years and not do that? You're absolutely right. They have to be. You think Bibi is going to stay in a sexual relationship? People have needs. Well, yeah, I mean, not wrong. Chantal often bemoans that Milan lacks empathy, but hey, just imagine living with her mom's games and manipulations. Oh, Milan doesn't understand mental illness. He's just over it. Well, then, that's actually a good point, too, because, again, where were they from? Senegal? He's from Senegal. I can't imagine mental illness has become a hot topic like in America or Canada or something like that. And again, I don't know their culture in Senegal, but I could only imagine they probably have this PDA thing where they really don't express emotions too much. Page, it probably isn't from her though. I just can't see it. Maybe not. But doesn't BB have something on the side? When does he get his green card? Well, I read somewhere on Kiwi Farms. I don't know how accurate it is, but BB already has his working visa, so he doesn't need anyone. He doesn't need a green card. He doesn't need anyone to he doesn't have to live with someone. He doesn't have to be dating or marrying someone to stay in Canada at this point, because he came over for school, and then so he probably had like a school visa to begin with, and then he got his working one. So now, as long as he's working, he's fine in Canada. So I don't think he needs the green card, right? Oh no, James would not be physical. No. I think he's decent human, but is inflicted with a very sick woman. I think that's true. I think if he didn't relate, if he wasn't hanging around Chantal, he'd probably be a normal person, a normal person with Asperger's, just going about their life, playing games or something. Said he's already got one. Yeah. It's been 8 years. He should be good to go, but I don't know. Again, I think that's the only reason he puts up with Chantal. He's getting a green card and needs a stable address to obtain it. Poor man is checked out. He's definitely checked out years ago. She has to stay with Chantal. Why? No one knows. It's the greatest mystery. It's one of the world's many mysteries. Our girlfriends were all skinny. Chantal said this, and they were emotionally complete opposites. Okay, clear up the previous comment. No problem. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know much about BB's past girlfriends, but if she said they're skinny, you kind of wonder why he ended up. Like, how did that happen? Like, how did he end up with Chantal? Like, maybe he got in too deep, and now he's scared because he saw the real Chantal, and he's scared for his life. If he tries to leave, she'll waddle over and, I don't know, eat him. Let's see. I don't know. Yeah, the dynamic makes no sense to me at all. Let's find some more comments. Oh boy. Okay, so Wicked Angel, I've seen her before commenting on Chantal's post videos. Peets is an Aquarius? So am I. My birthday is January 26th, and Mike's an Aquarius too. Who the heck is Mike? When is Pete's birthday? Love you guys. Okay, so I guess. Oh, she posted again. Hi, babe. Heart. Hi, Pete's. Heart. Happy New Year to you both. Heart. Love you guys. Heart. I hope that you feel better, babe. Heart. What do you mean? She was lying. What are you talking about? Wicked Angel 1. Oh my gosh. Her fans or enablers, whatever you want to call it. I have very few words. Are they just willingly looking past everything she does? Like, literally, that woman made that comment on her second live stream of the night, when her first live stream was a pity party, and now suddenly she's happy and she was found out, Peetz was in the room. This girl is so, I don't understand. I don't know how these people, I don't know. Let's see. I'm just trying to, okay. Blink twice if you need help, BB. Yeah. Hashtag free BB. Maybe he isn't too deep and he has some kind of love for her, but not in love with her. Don't stay with someone that long and feel something. Maybe he's trapped. I mean, that's true. Like, 7 years is a long time long time. Like, he's got to be getting something out of it. I still think, like, maybe it did start off as love, and then it became more of a caretaker role, and so he's staying with her because he knows if he left, who could take care of her? Like, Pete doesn't drive, so it's not like he could take her to the hospital if she needs to. I don't know. Let's find another comment. see. Rose Lee says, I love when people are around or when you want to make nice. You do the smiling through your teeth, lispy voice. Just invest your junk food money in tattoo removal, by the way. We don't care that you have a tattoo, although did you/will you tell us the story of the tattoo and why you hate it? I'd actually really like to hear it and even see what it actually looks like. It's good advice. Use your junk food money to remove your tattoo. See, Bibi has to be sick of coming home to trash can full of pizza boxes and to-go containers, and he has to take out her trash. Then she wonders why she has roaches. Seriously, though, like, how many times did we catch, like, food containers or a pizza box on the couch in the background behind her, and then she tells a story on camera, and she left it in after editing her video that they have roaches. That's disgusting. That's so disgusting. And it's no wonder, like you said, that she has roaches. That's a profound responsibility to take care of someone who won't help themselves. Yeah, you're absolutely root. You're absolutely root. You're absolutely right. It is a huge responsibility, and I don't know. Maybe just feels like it's his responsibility. I don't know. I wish he would get on camera once. I wish he had his own channel. He would just talk about the shenanigans and how he deals with them. I don't know. I'd like to hear from him without Chantal in the room. See, Luna Eleni says, so I wanted to comment on your story about the hair extension. Oh, it's just a story. I don't care about that. I don't care about hair extensions. See, Kimmy's again. How many times did Kimmy's reply to this one video? Kimmy says, you weight 380 pounds. Amberlynn weighs 600. She weighs 220 pounds more than you, happy face. Let that sink in, folks. Peets looks like a younger Travis Tritt. That's a good thing, happy face. There's no way Chantel's actually 380, right, guys? Like, does anyone believe she's actually 380? Maybe YouTube has notified her about the complaints of her killing herself. Just thought, I mean, I'd like to think so. Like, I don't know, but yeah, there's absolutely no way she's 380. I have a theory that she's using old footage, but I also know that that particular scale, when it errors out, it kind of gives you around the 380 mark, because she was around the same weight months ago or something like that, and there's no way she didn't gain weight. Like, or even if you consider the surgery she had in between her ways and the amount of cyst or whatever that was removed, there's no way she didn't gain past that point. There's no way. I mean, we see what she eats. There's no way. Yeah, there it is. A year ago. I thought it was just a couple months ago. Yeah, she's got to be over 400. Like, I completely agree, Jennifer. 420, blaze it, or more. Like, there's no way that she is 380. It angers me. There's no way. That would mean that she was sustaining her weight for a year, eating what we've seen her eat for a year. There's no way. And I don't know who she thinks she's fooling with that. Well, I guess all of her enablers are being fooled by it. I don't get it. Nothing makes sense. Let's see, Mukbang Fatty says, this channel has a lot of surprises. The friendship with Peets, the ex, is cool. And then the two of you are together in a motel room on a party night and you show us on stream. Is it an over-the-top joke or a false front? Great content no matter what, happy face. Liked. And then followed by 7 thumbs up. Emoticons. Reading these comments just hurts my brain. Oh boy. Venice Ponce over here. Aw, Peets. I love you guys. Nothing about Peets will ever make me say aw. Unless I'm in awe. Yikes. See if I sort by... I'll do top top comments. I don't know. Maybe sort by newest. Look at some fun ones. Yeah, nothing about pizzas looking like. You're absolutely right. Absolutely right. Let's see, there's no way she's 380. Oh, hello. It just doesn't make sense. She ate so much, she busted her staples. Yeah. On top of that, you can literally see she's gotten bigger. It looks like her face ballooned her hand. I mean, it's true. Like, there's no way. Like, it's got to be old footage or it's the broken scale. There's no way. There's no way. Let's see. Her hands have more rolls. True. Her clothes look tighter. True. Something is up, and I don't know what it is, but there's no way. Absolutely right. I think both guys are pretty decent people, and she plays them both. Peets is not really creepy. He just has poor social presentation. You're absolutely right, though, because, again, like I've been saying quite a few times, if he has Asperger's, I'm pretty sure he does, they don't know how to conduct themselves publicly. They don't understand social cues. So I think you're right. And usually people with Asperger's are really nice people. I don't think I've ever met a single one that was like just not a good person. It's just unfortunately he's in a crappy situation. And yeah, with Bibi, I don't have any problem with Bibi other than why he's still with Chantal, I guess. I guess that's my biggest problem. I'm just scared for his life. One day, Chantal might not have enough to eat. And that dark chocolate might be looking pretty good. Let's see. Person thinks that's why she's taking her little break. How else would she explain a gain? Oh, that's true. Not just a gain, but an exponential gain. Shake my head. Chantel's tricking y'all. Hashtag don't believe the scale. Hashtag Chantal lies. Kiwi Farm says it all the time. Okay, let's do another comment here from Dragon's Den Dreaming. Dragon's Den Dreaming. No spaces. Okay, Pete, do you really believe that genes stop collecting bacteria after a certain time period? That is ridiculous. Come on now. You're too smart to actually believe something as ridiculous as that. Yeah, I don't know much about that, but I can only imagine they don't have bacteria repelling properties. I imagine. Let's see. Produce. Hello, produce. Chantal lies, 100%. I don't know. What is with her absent, though? Okay, let's try and get into her mind. Maybe she's trying to save face. She's disappeared for a while, and then she's going to come back and pretend nothing ever happened. Maybe she'll pretend New Year's Eve never happened. She's probably going to reinvent herself for a little bit to throw us all off the scent again. And maybe that's what's going on. Yeah, she's gathering her lies. Yeah, maybe that's it. She's trying to get her duckies in a row. There's no way she could keep up the weight lie. Like, there's no way. She does one weigh-in, a proper weigh-in with today's newspaper near it, and it's already gone. Maybe, yeah, it could be just a one giant binge session, too. Who knows? I originally thought that maybe she binged and then ended up in a psych ward again, but then she posted on her YouTube stories, so I don't think that's the case. Chantal should do the kind of thing and delete any immature footage or comments by Peets. I agree. Like, she leaves them in. She chooses to leave those in. And heaven forbid, like, I hope Bibi doesn't watch her videos. I really hope. No, she didn't do a weigh-in today. I'm just saying that she needs to do a weigh-in with the day's newspaper to prove it's not faked or old. and then maybe I'll believe the weight. But it needs to be like a clinic. Like it has to be someone who has a scale that could go over 400. If she steps on a scale that goes over 400 with today's newspaper near her head and the number says 380, then I'll believe it's 380. Yeah, probably going to deflect something, a pity me story. Yeah, you're probably right. She does enjoy that. I think she didn't like all the comments about staying with Pete's, so she's hoping she will come back and everyone will forget about it. Yeah. I wonder if that's what the New Year's Eve diet was about in the first place, Steeler Girl. Like, what if that's what if that's what the whole diet was supposed to be, was to deflect from the New Year Eve's debacle? She's sulking and binging, watching Netflix for some new material for story time, guys. Yeah, probably. Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, let's use a newspaper. That makes perfect sense. Yeah, because I need to make sure that was actually, her weight was actually recorded on the proper day. I have Asperger's and I can see it in Pete. Yep, Downsistic Mermaid. Hello, by the way. I think he has been manipulated by Chinny for so long, has lost himself and come across. Yeah, my brother has Asperger's, so I grew up with someone, and I knew he was Asperger as soon as I first saw him. It's just disturbing that someone as manipulative as Chantal is willing to take advantage of someone who has a problem. Like, the guy is mentally disabled to a degree, and she's taken advantage of him. Like, let him live his life. Like, stop tagging him along. Stop making him think that there might be hope. Just, give him a chance. Asked her one time on stream if Bibi knew about or watched her videos. She tried to play it off like he didn't. Ugh, please. They just coexist while he keeps his work visa. I definitely think that they coexist, yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I hope Bibi doesn't watch her videos, because if I watch that Costco haul video and I saw my girlfriend's ex making those comments, because it wasn't just looking at her butt. He talked about beef sausage, which, obviously as a immature joke. And I think he said like one other thing, but I can't remember what. Like, she left all these things in the video, and that's disrespectful in its own right. Like, yeah, Peetz is in the wrong for saying those things, but Chantel's even worse for leaving them in. This chair creaks a lot. I'm sorry if you guys hear that. Very sad about Peetz. He's so in love with her. Yep. Again, she tries to play it off like there's nothing there. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's sad. Hashtag free Bibi, but also hashtag free Peetz. Talks about her boobs in previous videos. I think I remember that too, yeah. Like, and she leaves it in. Yes, I commented and told her that was disrespectful AF. Absolutely. Like, it's so messed up. And I don't know. It's like she's mentally stuck in like middle school mindset. Like she never grew out of it. It's like she doesn't see where, she doesn't see how it's wrong. She doesn't see how it's disrespectful somehow, because she's just mentally stunted or something. I don't know. Okay, so another comment here by Tushi Tashi. I get the feeling that Bibi doesn't know what her and Peetz hang out the way they do. I think maybe she just tells her subscribers that to make them think that everything is okay. I don't know. It's untelling. Yeah, I don't think Bibi knows the full story either, that's for sure. I think he's just like, whatever. I think they probably fought about it. I think, yeah, like, okay, maybe Bibi and Chantal have fought about it, about her hanging out with Peetz, because he didn't like it, but she, threw a hissy fit, has to have her way, so she's like, well, I'm going to do it anyway, and maybe that's when Bibi disconnected. Like, maybe that's when he mentally just, he's gone. Because she won't listen. She doesn't understand how it's disrespectful, and Bibi's got to deal with it. Poor Peetz, he just stays along because he thinks there's hope for them. Yeah. Someone on the spectrum might understand, but really doesn't, Yeah, absolutely, yeah. At the end, yeah. Yeah, they're not going to understand. They're probably not going to understand it the way that we do. I guess it all depends on how bad his Asperger's is. But, yeah, it's a shame. Oh, he disconnected the Wi-Fi in her. Oh, what if that's it? What if that's what happened? He didn't just disconnect. He disconnected the Wi-Fi. Bibi taking control. That's hilarious. Okay, OMGRL just saved a baby dove from one cat. Who catches nothing usually? RL just saved a dove from one cat. Well, that's good. You're messing up the circle of life, though, Deb. See, Chantal is just such a difficult person who refuses to be an adult, and I think Bibi has just retreated to protect himself from her rage. I think that's it. I think if she doesn't get her way, I can only imagine. The things she says and does on camera is ridiculous. Can you imagine what she says and does off camera that poor Bibi's got to deal with? Are we watching or talking about the same woman? Bibi can't possibly want her. There's some sort of agreement between them and she can send him home. I don't know. I don't know how immigration works in Canada. He went to school there, so he has some kind of school visa. Obviously, he's done with school. So what happens after that? Do they get an option to work in Canada after you leave school in Canada? And if you do, you keep your visa? Or is getting a relationship with someone going to be the only way that you could hang in after school? Guys, don't give Chantal excuses. She's probably watching. Yeah, we're giving her all the excuses. Wouldn't that be something? She finally comes back and she just repeats the things that we said. Let's see. Leah Darley says 2 different comments. One is, I absolutely love her, but... Oh, wait. I already read that one. But she has a second one. Stop cutting Peets off. You keep yawning when he speaks, or you completely cut him off. I love you, but I hate ignorance. It's my ultimate pet hate. Peets is lovely. He doesn't deserve it. Yeah. And someone commented to that. She's nervous he's going to say something that'll prove she's lying about all this. Yeah, probably. That's the best part about Peets, though, is when he starts talking, he might spill some beans. Some beans that she didn't want spilled. Let's see. Let's see. Javon Carr says, there was a research completed by some university, so take it with a grain of salt. I think that stated exes can only remain friends for 2 reasons. 1, they are still in love with each other, or 2, they were never in love to begin with. I don't know much about that, but you thinker. See, he's on a seasonal visa, meaning a work visa. Okay, so it's a work visa. And he has to be in some type of stay in Canada past that. She's full of crap. He's keeping... Oh, man, yeah. Whoa. Can you imagine if she actually is, legitimately, she's keeping him hostage here, and that's why he's stuck? Gosh. There's other places you could go to, Bibi. America will take you. You don't have to stick with Chantal. I really wonder what her comeback will be. Will she be bold enough to do a mukbang and act like nothing happened? I think so. I think we're going to be seeing the mukbang era back. I think she's going to go straight back to that. So does pretty much everyone in Kiwi Farms, from what I read. They're all expecting it. And, but I don't know. Has she ever taken a break like this before? Does anyone know? Right after a failed diet, does she ever disappear? Is this part of her cycle? Does she disappear usually and then come back full mukbang swing? Yeah, I love how she tries to act like her and Bibi are so in love. Yeah. That was pretty messed up. Yeah, large poutine and 3 burgers. Also, she's never been. Hello, Ricky. She's never been gone for this long. Interesting. Are we gonna see a new era of Chantal that's never existed before? You think that Bibi could get permanent residency if he married Chantal, but has chosen not to do so? That speaks volumes. All this bureaucratic worries could be over with marriage, but no. Yeah. Oh, Jennifer. Well, she'll watch this and try and strike you. She's watched my videos before. She's left comments before. She never tried to strike any of my videos yet, which I mean I appreciate, but I could easily claim fair use anyway. 420 Princess, hello. I mean, she just had surgery, so maybe she's taking the hint. Maybe. I'd like to think there's something in her capable of making a logical, not stupid choice. And hopefully she's taking some time to heal before she goes back into binges, maybe. Let's see. See. I should go through a wrench and play the vegan card again. Gosh, can you imagine another vegan cycle? I don't think I'm ready for that. Honestly thought she had a major health event until I saw the YouTube story update. That's exactly what I don't know if you were here when I said that. I thought she binged so heavily that she ended up in a psych ward again. And but then I saw the YouTube story update. So then I'm like, well, there goes that. She was talking about blacking out and being dizzy and nauseated and then disappeared. I know, it was weird. Water fast, grave fast, possibilities are endless, really. Yeah, I feel like she's attempted every diet in the book. So I guess she'll just start repeating them now. I think he's scared to leave her because he knows how she is crazy. She was threatening him like she always does in a rage, so he's scared. Can't blame the guy because she's nuts. I mean, that's true. Like, okay, in terms of maybe physical, obviously Chantal stands no chance. Every one of her steps is probably like 6 of his steps. So like he could outpace her no problem. But it's gotta be something else. And maybe it is the visa. Maybe it is the visa situation. Oh Lord, there isn't anything logic about this woman. Amen. She's at a dangerous point. If she does go back to mukbang, she could really go off the cliff. I don't know. I think she's already at the edge of that cliff. As gruesome as it might sound, and I don't wish it upon her, I honestly think she's going to eat herself to death because she's almost at the point of not being able to be mobile anymore. Like she almost used the scooter at Costco. And Dr. Now, from my 600-pound life, always says that once someone obese loses their mobility, it's not too long after that they usually die. And I don't know how long the usually is. It could be a year or something, but I think she's going to eat herself to death. And thinking about what I just said, amberlynn Reid has been using the scooter, so she's not very that mobile either. So amberlynn Reid might not have too much longer either. All right, vegan whilst eating dairy and chicken. Yeah, her idea of vegan, I guess. What was the YouTuber story update? The YouTuber story update was just, it was like, I don't even know. It was like 5 to 10 seconds of her saying something. It was cryptic. It was like that she's been preparing or she's preparing something, and that was about it. So I think she's trying to make it seem like she's got this big plan for her channel coming up. That's why I think she's going to use as an excuse for this blink in time. Be one baby dove safe and sound and flown on. Sorry, not about Chinny, but back on board. That's all right, Deb. Still, you're messing up the circle of life, but that's all right. See, how about the cringy clip of her kissing Bibi on Thanksgiving? Felt so forced and wrong. I felt so bad for Bibi. And that must have been weird around her family on top of that. Like, isn't that really weird? show that. Let's see, due to her organs aren't going to be able to take it much longer. She's binging way too hard. Yep. That whole 5 a.m. mukbang while Bibi was waking up, that was just wrong. I know. Oh, I felt so bad for Bibi. You could hear in the video, you could hear him taking his morning shower before he goes to work. Can you imagine waking up 5 in the morning, right? You're like, gotta make the donuts. And then your girlfriend is sitting in the kitchen with, what was it? Was that the mac and cheese that day? The lobster mac or something? With this huge pile of food. And you're just like, could I have just the moment before going to work in peace? Like this poor guy. Leonardo will pass away this year. It's morbid to say. Yeah, I definitely think Amberlynn is going to die. But again, I don't want them to. Obviously, good Lord, saying you do would be terrible karma. But I don't want her to. But as far as I'm aware, if you're eating so bad and you know you're eating so bad, it's just a slow suicide. Amberlynn has a couple years tops. When she fully loses mobility and can't walk, it will be quick after that. LR is in a dangerous place. I think she has a major infection that she's not saying. Probably, and I agree, probably in a couple years. She's got to get her crap together. And if she doesn't, I mean, Chantal won't be too far behind. She was like just trying to get a head start, guys. See you soon. Super Chantal voice. See you soon. Oh, yeah, something about a head start. Right. That's what it was. Not preparation. It was head start. In her stupid Chantal voice. She's preparing herself to eat healthy for 2 days, then binge until sick. Yeah, that sounds about right. Her latest video makes me truly believe it. Yeah, me too. Right, who wakes up at 5 a.m. to eat lobster mac and cheese? It was lobster mac and cheese, wasn't it? I thought that. 2 page. It's really sad, but ALR is too far gone. Yeah, it's pretty upsetting. Unless something finally clicks in her head and she takes it seriously, which I really doubt is going to happen. I don't know. And then you got to think about the aftermath, too. Even if any of these people then got thin, all that damage was already done to their joints. Like, their joints are probably shot. How do you recover from that? Like, yeah, you won't be as heavy anymore, but you've done so much damage to your organs and your bones and your muscles that it's not going to be that great afterwards either. Yeah, she has had staph in her wound. Ugh. She won't even admit anything truthful about her health, but will fart for her fears. Ew. Yeah, the early morning lobster was iconic. Slow suicide of Chantal or Jennifer and Candy. I gotta figure out who these Jennifer and Candy people are, because I keep seeing Kiwi Farms talk about them, but I don't think I've ever watched them. Maybe it'll be nice to make videos on people that aren't Chantal and Amberlynn Reid. It was such a weird clip, her forcing him to kiss her while she records. Maybe she gives him some for YouTube money to send to his family. I mean, maybe. I know. Doesn't he send money to his family? I'm pretty sure I heard that somewhere. I might have read it. I think they're both too far gone. They don't have to be, but they're choosing to be. Amberlynn gave 127 reasons and none of the cusp of death. Yeah. How Amber has been constantly sick is so worrisome. It wouldn't be shocking if she suddenly passed, poor girl. Yeah. I probably pity Amber more than anything. If she ate at 5 a.m. and she didn't even make him a coffee and he works, I couldn't do that. Right, Deb? I'm pretty sure she didn't. Like, I would have, if I woke up before my spouse did and they were about to go to work, I'd make them coffee, I'd make them breakfast, and I'd have it nicely set up. And then maybe after they left, I'd record myself. Like, I don't know, man. I really don't think she gives Bibi any money for his family. Most of her YouTube money goes on food, makeup, cosmetics. That's true. The general rule of thumb is, hey, Skeet, how you doing, bud? I'm doing pretty good. Really good. I think, what was I even saying? Skeeter popped up. All right, let's see. I really don't think she gives Bibi money. Right. Yeah. The general rule of thumb is 1 million views is about $1,000 earned. Obviously, it changes depending on your the rate they give you. But usually, so I did the math, and that's about $200-ish, about 200 to 250 a week that she's earning based on the video count that I did at the time. But I have no way of counting for her previous videos that might be getting views. So that's about how much she makes a week if she has that average. Joint organs, their psychology, etc. Yeah, their psychology. Yeah. No, she for real did. She literally pushed it out, and it sounded horrible. Oh god. Life by Jen, Candy Fox. Life by Jen. I knew it was Life by Jen. And Candy Fox. I have to write that down. Actually, I'll do that right now. So I'll forget. Let's see. What if it's up with the farting? My lord, who does that? Just showed us she is nasty person more than once. Anyway, Skeeter, how you doing? If you're still here. Life by Jen. You said Candy Fox. Candy. That's 2 X's. All right, so I got that right then. She's brainless. Yeah, that sounds about right. What's up with the farting? My lord, who does that? Yeah, I already read that. I don't know what her obsession with farts is, but she loves them. I think she thinks it makes her look cool. I don't know. Maybe the whole... I don't know. I think maybe her obsession with farts just plays into how she never grew up and she's stunted. Because that's like middle school humor, right? Like, I stopped finding that funny before high school. like is it? And Pete's humor is the same. Pete's humor is the same exact humor as Chantal. Like, it's like I understand Pete's obviously because of his problem, but Chantal has no excuse other than that she's just stuck in the past. Yeah, exactly. She's stuck at 15. It's stupid, childish humor. So, I don't know, man. Let's see if I can find any more comments. Okay, so here's someone talking about that gene study. I still don't think the whole gene thing is correct, but let's see what they say. From Tea and Coffee. Happy New Year. The gene study was that a student, I'm reading it verbatim here. The gene study was that a student in Alberta Uni wore a pair of jeans for 15 months, swabbed for bacteria, washed the jeans, wore them for another 13 days, and swabbed for bacteria again. He found that there was no significant difference in bacteria count between the 2 swabs. It's a single case study without control groups or peer reviews. Was more of a for fun experiment versus research. Okay, so you can't even use it. Plus, this guy, he's going to university. I can't imagine he was going into crazy, dirty places. See, I feel like she is so obsessed with food that it ties into that stuff. The aftermath of eating all that food is a bowel issue. See. Skeeter, I used to make videos a long time ago. Skeeter was a good guy, and it was like a drama community. Oh God, I don't even want to talk about it. I'm scared if I talk about it too much, it'll start popping up. But the community was so toxic that I quit YouTube for like a year and a half. And Skeeter left the group too. And every now and again, I'll go to his videos and be like, "Hey, how you doing?" And he'll pop up in mine. It's just nice to see some old faces now and again. Let's see. Amber and Chantal would cheat the surgery if they ever succeed in getting it. I think they have reached a point of no return. Yeah, you're absolutely right. I mean, definitely, I think Amber has definitely reached a point of no return. I think Chantal needs to look at Amber as a warning and get her crap together. True friends. Yeah, Skeeter's really cool. Can I ask, what does your username brew mean? Anything? Back then, back during my Skeeter days, my channel went by Witch's Brew because it was around Halloween, and I love fall and I like Halloween, and I just liked it, and then eventually I was like, a lot of people keep talking about the word witch, And they're like, only girls could be witches. Only girls could be witches. And I was like, I'm not dealing with that anymore. I'm just going to change it to brew. Whatever. Let's get drunk. It'll just be brew. Weight loss surgery would endanger either of them further than... Okay, well, I got a question about that. Obviously, weight loss surgery would be bad with their size and their stamina. But what about the... what is it called? I saw it on my 600-pound life a couple of times. That balloon. The balloon that they put in your stomach. I mean, isn't that a choice? I didn't really believe all her stories about her growing up. Besides, she was a horror kid and got caught with peets. Jennifer, no. I don't believe anything she says. Unless, the only thing I'm willing to believe is a weigh-in with today's newspaper next to it. That's the only thing I'll believe. Like, she's lied so many times. I feel so bad for her newer viewers who are in that stage where they're like, oh no, you get picked on, you get bullied, you don't deserve it, because they don't see her community posts, they don't see the archives, they don't see the videos she took down, they don't hear about the channels she has attacked. Like, I don't believe anything she says. Oh, beer is the key. Yeah, no. The gastric balloon, yeah, but it can only be used. Yeah, see, that's what I was thinking, though. Like, yeah, what was it? Like, what was the lifespan on that? I used to know. The gastric balloon, though. Like, use that just to force them to lose weight until maybe they're thin enough to get the actual surgery, maybe? Like, would that be feasible? Would that work? I don't know. I don't know. What they both should do is get a hand on a Dr. Now's diet, which you can find online, and just follow it to a T. But Lord knows that's just another diet they'd fail. All been through the new beer cycle, though. Yeah, I mean, that's true, though. We have been all. And that's why in the couple reacts or the videos where my wife is there and talking, that's why she's so much harsher than me. Because my wife started out as a supporting fan. She honestly thought that everyone was bullying her. Like, she actually thought that Chantal was just bullied because she was a fat woman. But then my wife found screenshots of previous community posts Chantal would post and see how, like, nasty she is and how, like, and then she went through a couple of her cycles. My wife was like, that's it. And that's why so many of her haters and why a lot of the fatter YouTubers who keep promising diets and never do them, that's why they have such strong, loyal haters, is because these people believed them once and now they feel betrayed and feel lied about, and no one likes that. So that hate becomes so much stronger than someone like me, who I came in way late in the game. My wife watched her like years before I even knew who she was, and that's why I it's just how it is. Okay, let's see why I really rooting for her. Dang it! Only if they wanted to have some restraint. I fear they would continue to do the same stuff no matter what, and then when you do anything that opens the stomach, you increase the damage exponentially. And that's very true. I think you can only use the balloon. Hello, Nemesis. 6 months. I was thinking 3 to 6. Yeah. I love beer. I like cider. I really love hard apple cider. That's my jam. I love apples. They both need a psychiatrist and exorcist. Yeah, they need an exorcist. The demon of gluttony is inside them. Oh no, bless your heart. We've all been there. Yep. Once again, I'm Moonlit Honey. Agreed. Moonlit Honey over here again. I love. I'm rich with true haters. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's what it is, though. It's like they were betrayed by her, and people are gonna. I know she's gonna be like, "Oh, well, you don't gotta watch me," but or be like, "Oh, it's just YouTube." But it's not like a TV show where there is an obvious disconnect. YouTube is very personal. Like, you can interact with the viewers can interact with you, and you're following their life, and you feel like you're a part of it. So it's like, you're gonna get haters when you do something bad on YouTube. It's just how it is. Be sad if these girls die from food. Yeah, I guess I hope it will help others learn. Man, it would really suck. It would. I mean, like I said, I don't want anyone to die here, and I really hope at some point in their life, before it's literally way too late, that they finally grasp onto a diet and follow it. But judging by their personality and things that we already know about them, I don't think it's ever going to happen. As soon as the balloon comes out, they'll just gain everything back that they lost, and that's harder on the body than just being that big. That's true, yeah. Yeah, I guess you gotta, and that's what I love about Dr. Now too. On My 600-Pound Life, is he doesn't just do the surgery on anyone who wants. He forces them to prove to him that they could change their lifestyle before he does any kind of surgery. And that's required because, like you just said, Ricky, like, it could do damage if they go straight back to what they were doing after the surgery or the balloon. Honey, they both have medical support. Both have had extensive therapy, psychiatric admission. It's not a lack of intervention. No therapy can do the work. Yeah, hard cider. Love that crap, guys. Love it. See, I was like your wife. I used to stick up for her until I saw her video of her calling CPS on her. Oh, yeah. Then I knew she was horrible. Anyone who's willing to do that, right? Anyone who's willing to use CPS as a weapon at their disposal is a terrible person. That's crazy. Both have been inpatients at psychiatric facilities. Their problems persist because of their own failure to act on advice. Both oppositional. It's just insane. The whole thing's insane. I don't know. All I know for a fact is I'm glad I'm getting on this weight loss train while I can before it's too late. Lord knows, I would hate to be in any of their positions. I would absolutely hate it. I mean, at one point I was like, okay, real talk with Brew. When I was younger, I was very depressed and in a state of mind that was awfully dark, and I didn't care. Like, I ate what I wanted. I wanted to die, and if eating was how I got there, eating was how I got there. I'd always say, at least I'll die happy. And, you know, thank goodness I met my wife and I turned that stupid thinking around. But, like, I don't know, man. I can't imagine still being in that mindset. Let's see. You might be, yeah. Blah, blah, blah. Good job, Brew. Thank you. Congrats on your recent weight loss. Thank you. Yes, Brew. Stick to it. Go get it. I will. Thank you. We are following you too, Lord Brew. Thank you. Chantal needs to realize her split personality comes from the ups and downs of her diet. Seriously, food controls everything. Food does control everything. I just found out yesterday for the first time. We were looking up that thing where you can't eat gluten. Was that celiac disease? If you have celiac disease and you eat gluten, one of those symptoms is depression. Eating gluten can make you depressed. Is that not the weirdest thing? Like, I tell you what, bread made me happy. Bread's only made me happy. Samantha needs to realize her split personality comes from. Oh, I just read that. Love your videos where you read out Kiwi Farm comments about Chinny. Thank you, Nikita. I very much love doing those. I try to do at least one a day because they're a lot of fun. And honestly, these are comments that YouTube needs to hear. Let's see. Yes, it does produce. Food is easy to drug and abuse, unfortunately. Yeah, absolutely right. Food is definitely easy. It's so easy to abuse. You don't think about it. You just think, oh, I'm eating. I have to eat. You don't realize that it's just over the top and that you're eating too much. And then you push yourself to eat past when you feel full. And by doing that, you're stretching your stomach. So next time you could eat more, and then you could eat more, and then you could eat more. And it's to the point where you're eating a meal for like 4 people. Let's see. I guess I'm staying depressed. Did I miss something? Oh, okay. I don't know. It was insane. It was crazy. Let's see if there's any more interesting comments worth having, worth reading rather. Oh boy. Glitter Shark says, why not let Bibi go and have Peets move in? You guys seem to have way more chemistry, and he actually doesn't mind being on camera, even though he's a full-blown liberal. What does that got to do with anything? I can see myself getting along with him. I approve. Okay. Okay. What does that have to do with anything? He's a liberal, but let him move in. Let him move in. And then Zane Rappa says, that's it. I'm calling it. You should be with Peets. He makes you so happy. I'm friends with my ex, but this is completely different chemistry. I don't know. All these people are pushing her to do these terrible things, and they say that they're her fans. Me and my wife met online, actually. It's the only way you could get attracted to this is if you don't see this at first. And you only deal with the personality. But yeah, it started online. And we were online for, I want to say, a year and a half. And then we lived together. Online for a year. And then we lived together for a year. And then we were like, F it, we're getting married. And then we got married. Just like that. See, be where you're going to see if you can find anything in Chantal's way in the video. Okay. Like Chantal cares what anyone gives her attention is. Yeah. I don't know. Let's see. Peets is. Oh, God. Sure Jan says, oh, Peets is so cute without them dang glasses. Why is there's some kind of weird cult following in Chantal's comment sections by her followers. So many of them think Peets is cute. Let's see, Peets is pure entertainment. Oh God, I would pay good money for an honest description of what your sex life was like with Peets. That would be a wild video. Why would anyone ask that? Why would anyone want that? This person says, I've never seen a hotel where you needed to leave a tip. That's not exactly scandalous, but as someone who works at a hotel, housekeepers rely on tips. And I guess a lot of people don't understand that. But housekeepers rely on tips. They can be considered tipped employees. So their wage might be, in PA, I think tipped employee wage is like $2 and some cents. I don't know. It's pretty terrible. But yeah, leave a tip. If they cleaned the room well, if they took care of you, if you stayed more than one day, if when you arrived the room was nice and clean, that's because of housekeepers. So you tip. Let's see. Loyal followers always interested. Yeah. Well, they need glasses. Yeah. Well, they need some crazy glasses. Sorry, I'm at work. I'm just making sure. Someone with a U-Haul just pulled in. Gonna keep an eye on that real quick. Last time a U-Haul truck came in, they stole a motorcycle from the parking lot. So I'm just gonna keep an eye on. Okay, the parking. Well, good for you all. Dating websites are all based off physical appearance. Drives me crazy. It's so shallow. Where's the person I date? Where's that? Well, it wasn't even a dating website. It was like a lifestyle forum of a sort. And she found me. She messaged me. And that got my attention because I don't like chasing. I'm fat. Does it look like I like to chase things? So anyway, though, I guess I'm going to end the stream now. I don't know if these are customers coming in or not. And I'd rather not leave you guys muted for 15 minutes. That's not good video. Oh my gosh, housekeepers have a hard job. The messes people leave behind. Oh my gosh. People are disgusting. When it's not them that's cleaning up the place, people are disgusting. I have to clean up the breakfast room every night. Oh my gosh, the messes they leave. It's so disgusting in the rooms. Anyway, thanks for watching, everyone. That was fun. I'd like to do more live streams in the future. Yeah, so thanks to everyone for watching. I appreciate it. If you're not already subbed, please like and subscribe. Subscribing is the best way to become my best friend, is if you subscribe. Yeah, people are horrible. All right. Thanks for coming, Moonlit. Thanks for coming, Steelers Girl. Thanks for coming, Produce. Thanks for coming, Paige. Hanging out. Appreciate it, Nemesis. And anyone else that I may have missed, Deb. Yeah, so you guys have a great day or a great night. It's 3:20 in the morning here. So have a good time, guys. I just released the video at midnight-ish. So if you didn't see that, maybe check that out. I don't know. It's more Kiwi Farm stuff. Okay, bye, guys.